This is a video diary to my insecure brown and black girls with the kinky hair. If you feel like this is you, please keep watching. Yeah, sorry, I had to pull out my microphone because my neighbor is over here busting her music real loud. This is very organic. Y'all know I'm type A. I like to plan things, but I'm trying to get out of that because let's be for real, life is not type A. The way this video is going to go is I relate to people by telling my testimony and things that I have been through, that I've encountered. And this is a topic that I never realized that I would be unpacking and talking about on camera, partially because I thought I was over this phase in my life, but it was recently triggered pretty deep. Almost a year ago, or maybe 2 years ago, I don't know when this was, but I did film a video in my natural hair, and I posted it on TikTok and YouTube, and I told everybody I felt childish because I had shrinkage. Let me run it back for you. Gorgeous, right? I love how it looks, but I also don't like how it looks on me because I look 12. I'm 24 years old. I do not want to be looking 12 out here in these streets. I'm gonna put earrings on. I'm gonna come back. So I got some comments definitely saying that I looked 24 at the time. I'm now 25. And some of them was like, girl, you are caught up in that societal condition where you're looking at natural hair as childish. And I'm like, dang, I don't feel sexy. Is that okay to say? Like, what? But I understood what they were saying. But I think where they were really coming from was a place of us learning to truly embrace what we were born with, what God has given us. And I think that is something that I truly have struggled with, mainly because I wear wigs 24/7, and it's the loose wave, it's straight. That's what I do. I think the bigger reason, aside from me just being insecure about my hair, is my hair takes forever to deal with, down to washing my scalp. It's so hard to wash my hair because my hair is so thick. It's hard to get to my scalp. It's a lot of finger power, and it's so much. Even having a system, I know what works for me. Even having that system, it takes so much energy out of me. So by the time you finish your wash day, and then you get into the styling part, that's your whole day. And don't forget, if you want to take care of your hair and put a little protein treatment, hot oil, or deep condition, it's so much work. And I love taking care of my natural hair. It's just by the time styling hits, I'm not spending another 3 hours trying to figure out how to wear my hair for the week. The wig saves me every time. It is much more simple. I'm able to protect my hair, and my hair does dry pretty fast. Oh, my dog want to get out. They both in a cage. She and he right now. So give me a second. Back to what I was saying. And it is a low manipulation style, which is perfect for my hair type. If you play with your hair too much, it starts shedding too much, you get damaged and all that. For our hair, it's important to put it away. So anyway, I digress. That was something that I realized, oh, y'all clocking me on if I love my hair or not. And it's funny because I loved the curls. I loved how it looked, but like maybe on another person, it just wasn't something that I felt the most cute in. So if you're another brown or black girl on the screen, I just want to tell you that you're beautiful. No matter what anyone says, no matter what bully wants to bully you or talk about you or make you feel bad about yourself, what does God say about you? That you are fearfully and wonderfully made and that you are good. He's crafted us to be good in his image, perfect in his image. Come on, you guys. I think we know this, but we don't act like we know. And I fall under that same category. I know what God says about me, but when I get around other people, I act like I forget, or I do forget. And I get sad and I get a little insecure. And I'm just here to try and figure out how to stop that. So I do have like one tip that I think I want to drop, but we'll get into that a little later. I want to tell you what triggered me to even make this video. Someone really close to me expressed that they've been wanting me to wear my natural hair out, and I'm like, oh, cool. I've expressed to them that, hey, my hair is a lot to deal with, and I don't like dealing with it. So time goes past, whatever, and I finally wear my hair. And when they see it, the response is kind of like, "Is your hair done? Or is that the style? Is that it?" Like, yeah, that's my hair. And then a few more comments are made where it's like, "Oh, okay, you don't like it for real." Okay, okay. And then, of course, I'm not mad at the person, but I understand it's a preference. It's definitely a preference. I'm not mad at the person, but I understand that we are both victims of the societal conditions of what is beautiful. And when I say that, I mean the version of being a light skin with loose curls, with the wavy hair, whatever, right? That I'm a victim too. Those are the kind of boys I liked. When I tell you everybody I liked was mixed, they was light skin and they were black mixed with something Mexican curly hair. It was soft texture, it looked very fine. They could do a ponytail real quick. They could wash their hair real easy. That was what I was attracted to. Ask me how. I just feel like that's what we saw on TV. That's what family members made it seem like that was better than what we look like. It's definitely, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, then you may have not encountered these problems ever at all. But it's definitely a thing for women like me to feel insecure about our skin color and our hair texture. I have a type 4 hair texture that is thick and kinky, and it's not the societal norm for most men, even some women. And like I said, that was including myself back in the day. But now I'm in the process of unlearning that condition because where did I learn this from, right? But I started having to unpack that, and it's like childhood and then parents. So let's start with the parents. I love my mom. I think my mom's very beautiful, but there were also things where I don't feel like my mom felt the most secure about herself. I think we both went through the same thing as far as not feeling the cutest or whatever. I don't know. That's how it sounded a couple times when I would have a few conversations with her about beauty and whatnot. But she would make sure to tell her girls, "You guys are so beautiful." And I'm like, "Thank you, mom." Da, 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 da. But I feel like from a woman, I didn't need that. I don't know. I didn't need it from a woman. And so then we fall into the category where my dad was at. And honestly, my dad is not a person of many heartfelt words. He's more of a good job type of person. And honestly, I can't remember many times where he would call us beautiful just because, or just make it known that we should be confident in ourselves. And I just don't think he really added any affirmations in the childhood department. Like I just didn't feel like I was beautiful. I don't know. So I get to the age of 15 where I had damaged my natural hair, girl. I was straightening it all the time. Heat was just being applied back to back, braids. I don't know. I just went through a thing. I feel like a lot of us go through that where in middle school, we just mess it up. Our hair is damaged. So I decided to cut all my hair off. That's on YouTube as well at 15 years old. And no one made me feel like I looked ugly at all. But one moment where I read between the lines, and maybe it's an assumption, who knows? My dad, we're at some type of restaurant. I remember we're getting this avocado chocolate shake and it was nasty. He tells me that he's proud of me for having enough confidence to cut my hair. And the tone and the way that I took it was that I'm glad you did that for yourself, even though it's not cute. It doesn't look good. And if that's how he felt about it, that's okay. It's okay. But I feel like in that moment, it would have been nice for someone. Sometimes, Lord, look, I know we're not supposed to lie, but sometimes just lie to me. Just tell me I look cute. Dang. So anyway, I was like happy to hear him say what he said to me. But then as I got older, it just stuck with me. And I was like, what you really mean by that? Was I cute at all? Or is it just like, it's like one of those things where you see a big girl walking with a crop top and the comments be like, "Oh, you have so much confidence." Or it'd be like, "I could never do that." It's just like read between the lines. You're not really complimenting me. I don't know. That's how I took that one. So anyway, for me, analyzing that situation, I wish that my dad would have called me pretty whenever. I'm a girl that likes to be sweet talked. "Hi, beautiful. How's your day?" You look good today. I'm glad you got dressed up. Did it just compliments or just something that I feel like I needed to hear? I don't know about everybody else, but I needed to hear it. And that didn't happen. So in that moment in childhood, I'm realizing I don't know how I'm building confidence for myself. Other than my mom telling us, you girls are so beautiful. I have some bomb kids. Like, she would say stuff like that. And I'm just like, and me and my sisters would take pictures. And I do feel like I'm like, we are really pretty. We're cute. We're beautiful. But then we get to family, right? I have a younger sister. I have two younger sisters, but the one right after me, she has a smoother texture, finer hair texture than all of us. We all have very thick hair. We don't lack in that department. We got thick hair. But her curls were a little bit looser and definitely more fine. And there's a couple things. I had some aunts, and when they start to see our hair textures or whatever, they would like compliment my younger sister in a way that, oh, you get that from us. That's our Belizean side. Like, she got good hair. We got good hair. Da, da, da. Then they leave me and my younger sister just out of it. And it's not like you didn't say nothing bad about my hair, but you didn't say nothing good either. It was like we're literally in the situation of comparison. And it's like, yeah, she does have nice hair. We got to agree. It's an obligation. And it's like, if I got mad about it, then I'm just being too sensitive. So it's just something I paid attention to. I saw, I heard, whatever. So that was something that kind of hurt my feelings, made me feel like, am I not good enough? Does my hair need to be more silky smooth? How can I make it like that? Whatever. And then I posted a video of 3 different hair textures with 3 of my sisters. We all did slick back bun and everything. It's just funny because the comments, I think it was on Instagram. I don't know. But the comments were really like, the middle one is so beautiful. Da, 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 da. They're literally distinctly pointing her out, which is fine. Preference, all right? It's fine. But it's just that we're just in the direct phase of comparison in that moment too. And I'm kind of like, that wasn't the point. The point of the video was just to see how slick back buns could look with 3 different hair textures. We all have the same style, but it gives off a different look, right? I was just like, So now fast forward to the childhood in high school, right? At this time, 15 years old, I had cut my hair, but I was at a performing arts school. I didn't care about nobody there. Ain't nobody there was cute, so it didn't matter. When I transferred schools to a different public school, I found some dudes attractive. I was like, okay, y'all cute, whatever. But your girl was like, I don't want nobody to see how short my hair is, right? And I'm like, okay, I could do my own braids. Start doing my own braids, start doing my own twists. So my hair was elongated at the time. And then I got into my YouTube bag where I started doing clip-ins for her given hair. And I would do tutorials about that. And they started sending me free hair, girl. So I had hair for days to just like play around in. Every week I would do a protective style with the clip-ins. It was loose curl. Like, it was like kind of my texture, but like more fun. No, it wasn't my texture. It was close to it, but not right. It was close to it though. So I would do that hairstyle. I'll do half up, half down, real cute, right? So one day I was like, I just want to wear my natural hair. I want to see how long it is. I want to see if I could just get that confidence and go to school like that because I just never did. So I do, right? I get to school 7:30 in the morning. I'm minding my business, headphones in, girl. Tell me why I'm walking past a group of dudes and they are black dudes, right? We have this black dark skinned dude. Literally, I have one earphone in. I'm walking to the library. He's like, that looks like a bird's nest on her head. You bet you I heard that. Yep, he said it loud enough for me to hear. I didn't turn. I didn't give him any attention. I just kept walking to the library and went straight to the bathroom and poured tears. Poured out the, I want to cuss so bad. Poured out the tears. I think I called my best friend. I don't remember exactly how that morning went, but I think I did. And I believe she was just like trying to make me feel better and all the things. But that moment was like, it took so much energy and so much confidence for me to walk outside with my natural hair, the stuff that I was born with, the things that grow outside of my body, and I styled it. I was feeling cute until I no longer did it, right? Because of what some little boy said about me. And I didn't even, and the gag is, I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't paying you no attention. And, I'm just younger. You don't know better. People just want to talk about you. So, yeah, girl, that was one of those moments. And I had them clip-ins in next week. The clip-ins was back in my head, girl, don't play. And then another time, I think the last time, this guy was like playing with me and my friend, and he had put both of his hands on our head. Girl, he thought that was my hair, and he felt tracks like metal, like clip-ins. What is all up in your head? He was looking at me, he was like, this is fake. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, I thought that was your real hair. Now, mind you, he wasn't rude about it. It just made me feel away. It's like, damn. Like, I got compliments on that hair all the time. Like, granted, I felt really cute in it. It was cute, whatever. But I was like, damn, I wish this was my hair. I wish I didn't have to go through this, like, the sex kind of thing, right? So, yeah, those are some of my experiences, like, growing up. And I'm like, I don't feel the most confident. It was a lot of comments, more comments that family members had made, and it was a lot. So I did not feel good about myself. And I think to backtrack, going into high school, I was about 15 years old. I was in that era of not feeling comfortable in the color of my skin. That phase did end very shortly. I felt like that for like 6 months, and after that, I was done. But when I say that I felt like that, girl, looking at remedies, how to lighten your skin. I love when the winter came around, girl. I was like, ooh, I'm a little light. And girl, it was to the point I was putting lemons on my face because I heard or read somewhere that that's a trick to lighten your skin. I was putting lemons on my face, girl. Did it do anything? I don't know. I don't think so. But I was still like, wow, to see where I was at in my confidence journey was so little. And then here's the last thing, adulthood. This is between teen and adulthood. I realized I had nothing but light skinned friends. Nothing. That's not true. I had one dark skinned friend at the time, but I always thought she was really pretty. But aside from that, we didn't go to the same school, so I wasn't with her. But the friends that I were with, they were light skinned, and girl, these are still my friends today. I could say their name because they got YouTube channels and everything. Christy and Christina. And guess what Christy and Christina is? They are Mexican and black. How funny is that? But the thing about both of them is that they are not, how do I explain it? Christy is more of a solid black girl. She wasn't raised by her Mexican side of the family. So she's more hardcore black, right? Christina, she's definitely hardcore black, but we all love her daddy. Her daddy is Mexican and we love him. He's so sweet. He's funny too. But she does know Spanish and everything, but she got hair like us, but she is light skinned. And she was also going through the thing where I would do her hair and we would do weaves and it would be that loose curly hair type of thing. It was real cute, but we just both shared that experience. And same thing with me and Christy. She didn't have the typical loose curly hair either, but I would say out of all of us, she had almost the most desirable, if that makes sense. It was still afro, but she could define her curls real cute. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. I was with Christina all throughout high school. When I tell you, anywhere we would go, people were so attracted to her, and she's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. So beautiful. And this wasn't in high school. It was more so like after school, we would go places, like, I don't know, to a restaurant, not a restaurant, like we would go to like smoothie place or something. It was very random. We might go to the mall. We might go to the park. I don't know. But someone was always coming up to her, girl. It was like, it was me and there was her. And most of the time, they was talking to her. There's nothing wrong with that. But I was paying attention to on my own data, studying. Every time there was a brown skinned girl and a light skinned girl, when there's a guy that is looking to seek a woman, they chose the light skinned girl. That's kind of like just the statistics that I was doing based off of what I was experiencing. And so, same thing with my friend Christy. When we go places, when we've been going to the club and whatnot, or we go to the gym, maybe, my good sis, she's beautiful too. My friends are gorgeous. Oh, I forgot to mention another friend. She don't be on my channel, but I actually just did a video with her. But anyway, backtrack. Yeah, same situation. They would always gear towards my light-skinned friend Christy, and some would come to me. It was just like very rare. Someone may walk up and it don't matter because I had a boyfriend at the time and I have a fiance now, if y'all don't know. But yeah, like, it's not like I was like seeking anybody else. It was just more so the confidence level. It's like people affirming you if they come up to you and be like, hey, beautiful, how you doing? And it's like, I got that when I was alone. When I was alone at the train, and plus, who y'all think at the train station? It's a lot of bums. It's not a lot of people who were well off taking the train. Some might have been, but pretty rare. I met a lot of stuck up people taking the train too. And if they came up to me, it was because I was alone. Had I been with my friends, they would probably definitely talk to them first. So anyway, in the most recent time, I was like a year ago, I was at the bungalow with my girl, and some guy did come up to me, but the first thing he said was like, I really like your hair. And I had a wig on. It was that loose wave. It's right there, girl. The loose wave wig. And I was like, oh, thank you. It's not mine. I just have a habit of saying it's not mine because I don't want you to think that this is what you're going to get, because you're not. And I mean, he wasn't going to get nothing anyway. But I'm just saying, So yeah, those are all my experiences that I can think of right now. But I hope that's enough to put it into perspective of why I may not feel the most confident in my skin. But now let's fast forward to where we are today. Something else that has made me feel insecure is like, you already the darker one. You already got kinky hair and you got acne. Ooh, girl, hyperpigmentation at that. You can't go nowhere without no makeup. Oh. So that was another thing. And I still struggle with this. Sometimes I fluctuate. It gets better, then it gets worse. And I pick my skin. So it's like a me thing. But I don't know. It's just something I honestly have accepted at this point. I don't necessarily think I feel insecure about it, but I don't think about what people think when they see my face anymore. If I feel like I am going to feel like that, I've just put the makeup on. But other than that, for the most part, I do not think about that no more because it's not something that I can truly control. I have a skincare routine. I'm doing the best I can. My medical insurance suck, so the dermatologist ain't even available when I'm available. So it's just something I have to deal with at this time, and that's okay. I'm totally okay with not being perfect, and one day I'm gonna just say the glass skin gonna come. That's all there is to that. But the beauty in having this skin issue is me finally being able to look at myself and tell myself, girl, you are still pretty. You are still beautiful. No matter what is on your face, you're still beautiful. And what makes somebody beautiful, I don't know. But I just feel like when I look at myself, I'm like, dang, you're pretty. You woke up cute today. Even if I didn't, I still think that. Like, I'm loving on myself. And sometimes you have to love on yourself so much, even when other people can't, right? Or even when other people don't think so, right? It brings me to the point of how can we uplift and affirm our brown and black girls with the kinky hair to feel beautiful, right? My thing is, anytime you see a black woman with kinky, coily, textured, beautiful hair, you compliment it. You make her feel good. Because not a lot of men in our community, black men, will do that for us. My own father couldn't really do that. He's not a man of many heartfelt words, but still, the least you could say is, you look good today. I definitely challenge you every time you see a woman, a little girl with their natural hair, compliment them. Tell them they're beautiful, or you look really pretty today. I love your hair. I love your curls. Your coils are so cute. Whatever you feel like you want to say. And I hope this isn't like bad advice, but to me, even if you don't truly feel that way, to me, compliment them. Because this is how I'm going to get out of that victim of the beauty standard of unlearning what beauty was. Even if I don't truly think so, me telling another woman that their hair is beautiful or their skin is beautiful or whatnot helps me unpack what I was learning. It helps me unlearn what I used to know. It helps me unlearn those conditions and those standards. And I don't know if that's necessarily the best advice, but I feel like that's been helping me because after doing that so much, I'm really truly seeing the beauty in us black women with the kinky curly hair. Ain't nobody do it like us. We could wear our hair in so many different ways. No other person who's not black can do that for real. If I have a daughter, I think it's important that my partner really partakes in making her feel beautiful. Because for me, my mom said it so many times and it's honestly like it didn't do anything for me. And that's unfortunate, right? And it's honestly not up to people for them to tell us. It's not their responsibility to make us feel confident. But at the end of the day, it starts somewhere. So I feel like for me, I think it just comes from me wanting to be a daddy's girl so bad. And it didn't work out that way. But my daughter's going to hear it from both of her parents. I don't care. And she's going to feel beautiful. And I love new generation where I watch it on TikTok. The women and the men, the mothers and fathers are teaching their daughters and their sons affirmations in the mirror. They're literally saying, I am gorgeous. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am smart. I am X, Y, and Z. When you do practice those, nobody can tell you different. If you at this grown age needs to do that to yourself in the mirror, if you need to put post-its on the mirror and read them every day, if you need to wake up in prayer and remind yourself of God's word, girl, go do it. Do what you need to do to not feel stuck, to not feel ugly, to not feel like you don't matter or to feel like you're less than. Do what you need to do. Stop letting people dictate what you think beauty is or what beauty is. Because honestly, that's another thing. One of my other mother figures back then, we were at a park and I don't know what we was talking about. But the park, it got grass and trees and slides and stuff. She was like, there's two ways to look at it. You could say, this is real ugly. You got grass patches and dry grass over here, and the sky is gloomy and it's all that and a third. Or you could look at it and you could say, wow, I see the grass. I love the gloom in the sky. It really sets the tone. And beauty is so subjective. You can look at a hurricane and you see that it's messy, right? But someone may find it beautiful that a hurricane can even do that, that a tornado can even mess something up like that. And then the mess that it creates, people can find beauty in the mess. It's a deeper message, and I'm actually really loving this. I'm really loving this. I came here because I was triggered by a conversation. I realized I need to do more. I need to do better. I need to love myself more. I didn't realize that I didn't love myself enough. So I wrap this up and say all this to say, you are not alone. You are loved by me and the Lord. You are loved. And don't forget it. There are so many natural hair enthusiasts. There's so many dark influencers, dark creators, brown creators. And this topic has been talked about, but I'm still struggling in it. And I know there's others out there too. So I just wanted to let you know you're not alone. I love you, girl. Remember, you cute, you bomb, you sexy, and you gorgeous. I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope it helped in some way. And talk to you later, girl. Bye.
The sun is shining, it's a new day.